Hello, so I'm going to be showing you in this video how to thread onto a garland. So in this case I'm using my pumpkins, which from my pumpkin garland kit. So you will need to do this, you will need whatever you're threading. I'll just move it down so it's a bit better for you. You need whatever you're going to thread onto the garland. And then you need some string or ribbon. You can use embroidery thread as well if you've got any left from your kits. And you will also need a needle. So I'm just going to use the needle that... Just trying to get used to where the camera is. I'm going to use the needle that comes in your kits, as this string which we include is nice and thin, so it should fit through the eye of the needle no problem. If you're using something a bit thicker, you'll need to use a needle that has a bigger eye, which is the... I'm trying to get it into the little hole which you'll put it through, so you just need to make sure the eye of your needle is big enough to accommodate whatever thread or ribbon you're using. If you do need to get a bigger needle, you're welcome to pop me a message and I can help you with that. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to thread the string into the needle, just as I would with embroidery thread when I'm doing my sewing. So I'm just going to thread it through. You might end up, it only just fits through, so you might end up with the end kind of parting a bit, but as long as it's pretty much threaded through the whole way, it's fine. You can just snip that off at the end. So I've got my string and it's threaded onto my needle, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take what I want to thread on and I'm just going to put the needle through. So I'm going to go through the stalks on the pumpkin garland. So I'm just threading the needle through and just pulling it all the way like so, and then that's just threaded on nicely. So I'm just going to repeat that now to get all my pumpkins onto the garland. Going through the stalk. It doesn't matter where you put the needle in, you just want to thread it from one side to the other, so it's going all the way through the inside basically. So you could also thread it through here if you wanted to, but I just think it's nice to have them hanging by the stalks, and because there's not any stuffing in the stalk, it's a bit easier to thread it through. So my needle's unthreaded, so I'm just going to snip that off and re-thread it. Right, so this is a bit fiddly. The string only just fits through, so if you're having any problems, let me know and I can help you. So you just want to make sure it's tricky where I've not got very good eyesight. I'm trying to make sure I can see it. So there we go, I've just threaded that up again. And I'm just going to continue going through one side, through the middle to the other side to thread it on nicely. Just sometimes it's a bit stiffer to pull it through. I'm just going to gently keep pulling to get it through. This one's a bit stubborn, there we go. So I'm just keeping going until they're all threaded on like that. So last one. Threading through the middle, like so. So they're all on now, and now that they're threaded in place, the good thing about doing it at the end like this is that they're kind of adjustable. So what I can do now is I can just slide them along back and forward, whichever way I want to go, to adjust the spacing. So if I wanted my garland to be quite short, I can put the pumpkins close together, and that means it will be a nice short garland, or I can make the gaps bigger if I want the garland to be longer, like so. So they just slide along nicely, and that's now ready to go. You might want to adjust it so that each end, so you're now left with your two ends of the string on your garland. You might want to adjust them so that each length is even, just to make it easier to hang, but it doesn't really matter. So you can just kind of play with it when it's ready like that. So that's how to thread onto a garland. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions and I'll be happy to help you.